I'm Donald Ferguson, and I'm part of the MBA program at Cape Breton University, and I'm here to do an organizational study for MBAC 6125. My study is on the Kia Auto Group. Kia was formed in 1944 as a manufacturer on bicycles. It later became a manufacturer of motorcycles, but it was not until 1974 that it began to make commercial vehicles. Kia Motors got the break by the military regime ruled government headed by Park Chung-lee, who basically handpicked specific companies to service certain sectors, and Kia was selected to concentrate on trucks in the automotive sector. Kia acted like an import process, as the government did not allow the importation of assembled vehicles. This was very advantageous for Kia as they began to develop their own parts and technology, and as a result of this they began to manufacture vehicles in 1974. In 1979, the head of the government had some enemies, and Park, who was the leader of the government, was assassinated, and his successor, Chung Do-hwan, continued on with his legacy. However, Chung was obsessed with making Korea an export nation, and helped Kia export its vehicles to Japan and Europe. In the 80s, Kia was selling roughly 300,000 cars a year, but mostly in South Korea. It wasn't until 1987 that Kia received its big break and started to expand to the U.S. Kia partnered with Ford to supply Ford with the Festiva model. This was a small, compact car aimed at the low-end buyer. Kia prospered during this time so much that South Korea's government had to lift some barriers, as the inequity was undeniable. Korea, for example, was allowed to export vehicles, but were only allowing very few vehicles to be imported. In fact, one of those years there was only 305 vehicles sold in Korea from outside nations. This seemed to be the tipping point as Korea and the Asian market began to fall. The labor market in Korea was beginning to rebel. People wanted higher wages, less hours. A new government came into Korea where they began to decentralize the government, allowing increased competition. So labor costs were going up, increased competition, and at the same time Kia was preparing to move into the U.S., and therefore they were ramping up and investing heavily, causing their debt to surge to $3.3 billion by 1994. Kia entered the U.S. with their new car named Sophia. In 1994, Kia generated about $6.8 billion in revenue, but their profits were a paltry $27 million. This resulted in stocks falling, and by 1997 the Asian financial crisis was in full bloom, leaving Kia with a debt of about $5.7 billion and was forced to go bankrupt. In 1998, however, Kia emerged from bankruptcy with 51% of their shares being owned by the Hyundai Group, which was another car dealership in Korea. Hyundai quickly went to work with a new marketing plan, and by July of 1999, Kia was on the rebound. Today, Kia is a force to be reckoned with. Sales in over 168 countries, plants in Korea, China, Europe, and the United States, design plants in Europe and the United States. Kia is dedicated to providing customers with products and services that exceed expectations. In 2011, Kia refurbished their corporate philosophy, vision, and core values to portray the values and standards they have long upheld since 1944. These core values are customer, challenge, collaboration, people, and globality. Kia's overriding vision is growth through diversity. Kia Motors strives to achieve sustained growth through greater value creation by making a concerted effort to protect the environment while refraining from actions behavior that will threaten the world's sustainability. As a leading global automaker, Kia will continue to fulfill their social responsibility while continuing to sustain the organization. Despite the uncertain business environment that the world has faced over the past number of years, Kia has had its best years during this time, and they implemented a production and management strategy that has responded to the changing market conditions. Back in 2008, Kia committed themselves to social responsibility. Kia has endeavored to become a leader in green growth and is actively involved in the development of eco-friendly products. Kia has made energy conservation a part of the company's everyday activities, most notably reducing the emissions in their production facilities around the world. As part of Kia's social responsibility charter, the company has pledged to promote our employees' self-realization and foster win-win relationships with their partner companies, raise shareholder value, and strive to win the hearts and trust of these partners and customers. Contribute to the shared prosperity of humanity as a member of the global community. Kia believes that they must get closer to their stakeholders by fostering dialogue and engagement. Kia wants to become more accessible to a greater number of stakeholders, and therefore they will continue to expand their communication channels. Kia's success over the past 6 years is due to the winning strategies that turns goals into reality and unwavering perseverance to carry them out despite unexpected changes in the business climate. So where does Kia go from here? Well, it's really hard to mess with the success that they've had over the past number of years. They continue to expand globally, increase their market share by moving into new countries, developing new vehicles such as the hybrid and the luxury vehicle named Cadenza. They believe that as their customers or loyal customers that go through the product line and they may want to look at something that's a little more luxurious, Kia believed that they felt that they needed to provide that part of the market. Based on the TOWS analysis, Kia will want to become more efficient in order to avoid the recalls of vehicles that they've had faced in the past. They want to maintain the strengths of keeping the vehicles affordable, attractive, fuel efficient, along with the continuous perseverance of maintaining the strong brand. They will continue to make inroads in green technology and eco-friendly products. They want to maintain their extensive geographic presence across the world, be a leader in the corporate responsible culture that is evolving, and continue to foster win-win relationships with the stakeholders. In conclusion, Kia Auto Group is one of the most flourishing automakers in the world right now. It's number 4 in the world, surpassing Ford a few years back. It has been doing very well with a steep competition against the global leaders from Germany, Japan, and US. It has also reacted well to the challenges from other new competitors from the Asian countries, mainly from China. In spite of severe competition and tough challenges in the global market, which give serious threats to Kia, overall Kia Auto Group have done an outstanding job so far and are taking a right direction to the future with an ambitious but attainable goals based on well-calculated, aggressive strategies. Thank you very much.